Oh, okay. So, uh, be careful what you say if you're doing comedy in
I say
front
it's
of.
rappers.
Well, it wasn't a rapper. I know that like she said like one of the features was proud of her like and like outspoken about her activism and
Okay.
things. I guess, and so like I'm guessing that was a poet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know any rappers that would. You know what I mean? But like, and the only time that I've done poet like comedy in front of poets was at Happy Earth, and it, I always did well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
They go
So,
together. They go well together.
but I was at a poetry open mic. Well, it was open format, and yeah, this kid like first I got there, it was $5, which I was like, this is bullshit, because she was just like, Gabe, you gotta come to my mic, and I was just like, all right. This I don't do anything on Saturday nights anyways. And then it was $5 and I had to drive all the way to the fucking arts district. And like I was just like, Jesus. And it's like a lottery. She picks the names
Mm-hmm.
for except for the features, of course. She had like 4 features on. I don't really know how the show worked because I left. But like she pulled me out of the bucket bowl, whatever, own bowl or whatever she called it. And I was pretty sure she was gonna call me up anyways, just because she asked me to be there. And I went up there, and halfway through my set, I got through. Well, probably not even that. Well, halfway through the cumulative time that I was there, I realized like I was like, Reese, how long do you want me to do? Or like, you gonna light me at 4? And she was just like, I think thinking about it, this is might be where it started to change. I don't know. She was like, I mean, you can just feel it out. I can start a clock now. And I was like, no, I can feel it out. I can vibe with these people. And I was just like, it's just like the crowd, these people. And I think thinking back on it, that actually may have something to do with it. And then I started my whole N-word joke, which has never offended anybody. And halfway through it, like people in the crowd were applauding at the point that I was making because it's rather progressive in a weird way.
Yeah.
And and then yeah, I get to the like bait right before the punchline. This kid just starts yelling out that I'm whack.
Wait on the first joke.
No, I did a couple like one-liners and tried out like a new bit, and then like yeah, I did a few jokes, and then looked at Reese and saw that she was just kind of, I shouldn't say her name, but looked at the host, and she was just kind of looking at her phone and shit. So I was like, how long do you want me to do? Yeah, and so yeah, halfway through the joke, before I could get to the punchline, that like, because it leads up to a moment of tension, and then I hit it with the punchline. It's like, oh, ha, ha, ha.
Mm-hmm.
And it always works like that. And this kid didn't let me, he interrupted it. And, like, I never got to the punchline. If I did, like, try to, it wouldn't have worked because there would be no timing behind it. You know what I mean? And he just kept yelling out that I was whack and that I needed to stop. And then I was whack. It was weird. I was heckled at a poetry thing. Like,
I was there. It was a lot of rappers. I got bored after about 20 minutes and left. I put my name in a hat and then I just fucking took off. I had problems. There's a place where they used to have a rap open mic, and it was the worst audience in Champaign. And I used to go there on purpose because they give you extra time, and it's just a place where you can go to bomb. And that's where I learned how to bomb. But motherfuckers will
that's
go.
where I learned how to bomb.
No, seriously, you gotta learn how to bomb. And so these motherfuckers, this motherfucker yells out and goes, Bernie Mac did that.
Bruni?
Bernie Mac. This
Oh,
guy
I
fucking
was
claimed that
hoping
I
that-
stole a bit from Bernie Mac. So then I fucking, and that, like, that was a heckle I never expected to hear.
Did
So
you tell him that you weren't scared of him? Because that is. I'm just kidding.
No, he knew because I
Or
stopped.
you're just like, hey man, I'm not scared of you.
That threw me off so bad that I stopped.
Exactly. That's exactly what the whack thing did. And then he wouldn't say anything other than, dude, just stop, you're whack. and I just.
But everybody was laughing?
Up to that point, yeah. Once
I'd
he
have got
started,
righteous on him.
once he started doing that, yeah, that's like.
Ooh, I would have degraded that
See,
motherfucker. It
like,
wouldn't have been funny.
I mean, the drive home, that's all I was thinking was like telling him how much of a dick he's making the whole poetry community seem like, and like how like nobody was tensed up except for then, and then like nobody. It was.
Love that.
You've been there. It's an intimate room. Like it's not like there's background chatter that
Oh, God.
you can help drown out hecklers. It's everybody could hear that fucking kid, and that was it. And then, yeah, I called him Tekashi 6ix9ine because I guess he's mixed, but he was like a kind of light-skinned kid, and his hair was like bleached. I almost started ranting about how he clearly fried his hair, like bleaching it unprofessionally because his hair looked fucked up.
Really? You did it though?
What?
You did it?
No, I mean, most of this was like running through my mind as I was walking off stage and shit, because like I hit the point where I couldn't think of words. I was just thinking about yelling like fuck off, I'm gonna like, I was mad as shit. And so but as soon as I left the building, like that helped a lot. It was just like getting out of there alone.
I wish I was there.
And I was like, yeah, I'm never. But apparently these two random kids stayed behind him, like we're talking shit to that kid like outside of it.
I just don't get how you're
On my
dictating for the
behalf.
rest of the. How did you make that decision for everybody?
Also, like he looked like he was maybe 19 years old, which made me so much more mad.
Oh, because you don't understand. Oh, he's here now.
What?
So I know you think that like you do well at comedy and everybody laughs and everything, but you don't understand. He's here now, and so there's different rules. So sorry guys. I'm sure you're enjoying yourselves, but it turns out this is whack. I'm 19.
It was super
and
weird.
I'm here to let you know that you're wrong.
It was super weird because you could see the tension in the room. Everybody was just like, and like I feel like people in the back might have been saying something to be like chill or some shit. The host wasn't really doing anything to help. She was just kind of standing there. And then I was just like, I was just like, all right, fuck this, I'm leaving. And as I was leaving, I hear somebody, I'm guessing it was that kid, go, oh yeah, and he uses the F word. And I was like,
He uses the F word.
that's yeah.
Somebody said a grown man called the F word.
Yeah, like the kid I was saying,
you didn't say faggot?
No, I said fuck. I said fuck this.
He
I'm
called
leaving.
fuck the F word.
That's what he said. And I was like, first of all, I did at
Your parents
least
here?
I did at least 90 seconds to 2 minutes of jokes before it all started collapsing, and probably in that time span said fuck like 8 times.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like
That's funny.
it was
funny that
it was surreal,
Yeah.
and it like I was in a bad fucking mood for like some of the next day. I mean, I was able to like laugh at it a little bit that night, but still like one little thing that bugged you about it will like loop back into your head, and then you just go back into that whole argument that you would have made at that motherfucker.
Oh.
And like it just kept going on, and like
I'd have gone off.
yeah, I wanted to, but then
And
it
it
was
wouldn't have
also
been
the
funny.
host. It was also the host. Yeah, no,
It
I
wouldn't
was
have been
past
funny.
that. That's why I just left, is because I was past funny.
Oh,
Like,
see, it just would have been funny. I was like, because there's
and-
nothing
but,
you
like,
could say to that.
The host, like, when it was the host's birthday show. That was another reason I didn't want to just freak out on this fucking asshole. But like, yeah, I mean, I have like a pretty short temper, but like as far as like violence goes, it doesn't, like, it takes a lot. And
You should have just, I mean,
Cause like, dude,
you know
it
what
was
the
at the
smart thing to
point
do?
like I just wanted to hit him, like,
I know, but this,
cause he was also sitting like front and fucking center.
I'd have did like a Q&A with him, because obviously.
No, I asked him multiple questions, and he would
Like
just
what?
say, it doesn't matter, you're whack. I'd be like, why is this, like, why are you saying this? What did I say that offends you? Like, I want to, figure this out. What's your name? And he would just go, no, you're whack. Shut up. Get off stage. You're whack.
No.
And that's all he kept doing.
Dude, I mean, that would have
And
just
he
been fucking,
wouldn't
I would have just
answer.
seen
I
red.
asked him at least 5 questions, and he wouldn't answer. That's whenever I started to just see red and was like, I'm just going to leave.
I'd
Because
have just,
also
I'd
that
have ended the
place,
fight then.
like, I wasn't going to make a scene
See,
at
I
that
would've.
like, well, that's your.
I know.
You need to get over yourself a little bit in some cases, because like you would have ruined and made like an even more awkward night for a lot of people that didn't deserve it. And that kid already fucked them over for that one set.
That's a
and
good
you
point.
probably like you got to think about other people in that sense, dude. That's what I did, and it was also, like I said, the host's birthday, so I especially wasn't gonna just like. And that's like a quiet venue. I didn't want to, it was just like, it would have been really weird yelling at this kid. It would have been really strange. And then the only other comedian there was Pax. Wearing his fucking fingerless gloves.
What?
Pax was the only